two-part question. First, what have you seen from Northwestern on film? And secondly, your team seems very locked in on a day-to-day basis. So, but how do you still guard against, have them looking forward to Michigan State for the next meeting?
Yeah, I agree. The team has been very locked in, daily, weekly. One thing I'm really continue to be pleased with is just how they attack every single day. And, they didn't practice Friday, they didn't practice Saturday, they came back Sunday, and we had as good a practice in terms of guys moving around, knowing what they were doing, locked in, focused, as I've ever seen a team come back off of a 2.5 day break. That was really exciting. As far as Northwestern, continually, you see the Northwestern team. They just get better every single week. It's this year, last year, the year before that, the year before that. And when you play Northwestern middle of the season, later in the season, they're really formidable.
Rainer?
You talked about playing, I think on your radio show last Monday, JJ as much as you possibly can. How do you determine that? I mean, is that a feel thing, like when to insert him into the game, or do you have like a set plan, I guess, especially, when you plan to use him?
Both. But there's definitely a set plan that's being developed during the week. Plays that he's repping, practicing, and situations planned for him to go into the game, and that's growing.
How's your, philosophy on playing freshmen changed since even back to your playing days? You obviously redshirted when I think 82. How is it when you got into coaching? Did you have a set philosophy on playing freshmen, and has that evolved, I guess, based on kind of the rules that are in place now?
Excuse me. It's evolved somewhat when the rule changed to they could play 4 games and still redshirt, as opposed to one play and earn the shirt. So there's been a huge involvement there. So you'd like to play as many guys, at least 4 games, as you possibly can. As far as the philosophy of whether you redshirt a guy or not redshirt a guy, it's still pretty much the same. I mean, a guy's going to get better at football by playing football, and the players that are physically, mentally ready to play in their true freshman year, if they can be a starter or they can be a backup, significant contributor on special teams, they fit that criteria, then in my opinion it does help them to play as a freshman. If they're not, in that role of only they're only going to get in if it's a lopsided game one way or the other, then we wouldn't want to go past football.
You mentioned self-scouting last week. What did you and your staff maybe come up with after you self-scouted?
We came up with stuff, just different areas. We want to special teams. We think we're really close and can really improve our return game, especially the kickoff return. Like that, it's just places where there's some meat on the bone, and I see that on offense, see that on defense, kind of equally where there's it's been really good and there's some room to get better as well.
Is there one particular area on offense you'd like to see some significant improvement?
Just not really. I don't really want to say, but if there's some small competitive advantage there of like not exactly saying what we're going to do this week, there probably is. So I'll probably just hold those cards closer to the vest.